Back again with another video from chooseyourrelationships.com, offer of which can be found on amazon.com. Yep. What up, John? John in the house. What up? Yeah. Gonna talk about the lies, the rumors, the lies, rumors, and lies. It's Sharp Game Hour. If you want to call it that. Oh man. Talking about the lies, rumors, and lies. You know, that was my first book. I had that title. This is my first book. Yeah, right here. Sex, Lust, and Lies. Lies, rumors, and lies. You know. So I live this. Not only do I speak it, I write it, and I live this. I live through this. So that's why I come to you with this, with my experiences, so you won't have to go through what I went through. You know? What up? Got your book? We'll read it while I'm on the road. Oh, cool, man. Yeah, tell me what you think about it. You know, leave me a review on Amazon. I appreciate that, man. Yeah, you know. But yeah, you know, there's a lot of people out here, a lot of people online, especially. They make it seem like once you meet the right person, that you're set for life then. You know, you don't have anything to worry about. You just have to meet the right person and you're good. You're set for life. You get married, have kids, get a house, and live life happily ever after. And that's a lie. That's one of the biggest lies that's being told out here. A lot of people online, especially, and on these talk shows, they've been doing it, but especially online, because there's a lot of people online selling you that dream, but they haven't. Man, let me tell you something, man. There's a lot of these people that's online. They can't even get a bitch. They ain't got no woman. And I know these people personally. I met a lot of them in the past. Some of these guys and girls ain't got nobody. I mean, but they're telling other people how to do the damn thing. You got people online, man, that are putting up fake videos, man. Fake videos. You know the type of videos I'm talking about. People that walk around on the street and just walk up to random women and just start talking. And they act like they don't know them. You know the videos I'm talking about. They call it in-field videos. Videos in the field. They'll go to the grocery store pushing a buggy with the camera in the buggy, right? And then the buggy will stop. He'll walk in front of the camera, in front of the buggy, in front of the camera, and the girl standing in front of the camera, in front of the meat section or in the grocery store, and he just walk up to some random stranger that's going to give him cooperation without getting rejected one time. Think about this for a second. Let's just use a little common sense here. Now, what's the chances of me walking to a grocery store one time, the first time, and somebody's going to just start talking to me? A random person I've never seen before now. Huh? Even the best person with the best social skills probably ain't going to be able to pull that off. You might do it with the second person, but not the first. They are paid actors. There you go, John. They're paid actors. Yeah. I mean, then you're on the sidewalk and you walk up to a random girl, be like, "Hey, what's your name?" I'm like, what? Who talks like that anyway? What's your name? Who talks like that? You know, how are you? Who talks like that? You know, come on, give me a break. But people believe this shit. They believe this shit. They get Hollywood actors, you know, to play the role, pay them like 40, 50 bucks an hour. And the video gets millions of views. I mean, that's how low people are out here today. People are so beaten down. They've had so many bad experiences until they're willing to believe anything they see. You know? Yeah, the chick the chick very attractive. She has to be. Think about it. She has to be attractive. You paying for her. You paying $30, $40, $50 an hour. And the clip is like, most cases, it's like an hour and a half, 2-hour video clip. And they just narrow it down to less than an hour. That's all. So she better be attractive if you paying. And same as for the videos, the other videos. Like when they're in the hotel, guys got the women around. Most of these women, he don't know them. He might know one girl in the video. And then you got these guys that are recording the videos while he's smashing the girl. That shit is against the law. You're not supposed to be doing that shit. Recording people without them knowing that you recording them having sex. That shit is illegal. You can get sued for that shit. So you got guys doing that shit now. You know, I mean, it's just one guy. I'm not going to put him on blast. If I call his name, more than likely y'all will know who I'm talking about. He's boning the girl, and he's going at it, boy, in a hotel with the girl. And the camera is behind him, and the girl head is pointed in the opposite direction. And people be like, yeah, yeah. And then when he come out with a product or a book, whichever the case, his shit fly off the shelves, boy. Fly off the roof. If he ain't made $1 million yet, I would be surprised. Hey, more power to him. You know, more power to him, man. If people are willing to pay whatever he has to offer, obviously it's working for somebody, you know. But I just think how people go about showing and prove, I just don't think it's a good idea. It's kind of risky. You're recording people and they don't even know you're recording them. Shit. Hey, man, you could get sued for that shit. You can go to jail. Hey, people are crazy out here. Selling hope, lies, and deception. Yeah, he's selling hope, lies, and deception. I mean, hit the like button. Give me a thumbs up. Yeah, he's selling. Yeah, I mean, that's Hollywood. That's Hollywood. you know. So he's like a movie director. He's selling dreams. And you know what they say about a dream? A dream without a plan is a fantasy. You know? That's all. That's what they say about dreams. A dream without a plan is a fantasy. You know? Yeah, man. You know, a lot of guys is wilding out here. I mean, so see, I don't gotta do that shit because I live the life that I talk about. And I've been the way I am today for since I was in the 30s. So and then I got people like it's people that follow me on here, people that know me personally. So it's nothing anybody can really say about me to make me seem like I'm a fraud. Because people that know me personally, people that I was in the Navy with, people that I've been around, they already know I'm 100. I'm legit. I just don't have all the followers like these other guys. And that's part of the reason why. But you know, there's a lot of people out there who say, "Hey, you just have to meet the right person, you know, then you're good to go." That's all it is. You just keep running the wrong person. That's all it is. That's why you have bad relationships. No, no. The reason why you keep running the same people for the past 5, 10 years is because you got to get better. You got to get your life in order. You got to get your income game up. You got to have multiple streams of income. You can't depend on one income out here, man. I mean, in some of these cities, it's become so damn expensive. Shit, you can't. If you got one income, you can barely make rent. You got to have roommates and shit. So you don't got no time to be dating nobody if you're in that type of situation where if you lose your job, shit, 2 months later you might be getting evicted. I mean, come on, man. Are you living from paycheck to paycheck? You're not in a position to be dating nobody. You can smash, yeah, but that's all you should be doing. If your life is not in order, if things aren't the way you would like it to be, otherwise, shit, you just a damn parasite. Because if you can barely take care of yourself, you're no good for nobody else. You know, this is a problem with a lot of women. A lot of women think that somehow, you know, if what they got between their leg is an asset or some shit like that. I'm like, what? No. Was the one I heard a woman say that a couple of days ago. She said that the vagina is an asset. I said, not all, majority of the time, no. If that's the case, it depends on who you are. If the vagina is an asset, just some worn out vaginas out here. Come on, man. What are we doing out here? What up, Ryan? Mikey in the house. I mean, come on. I mean, if the vagina is the asset, well, shit, that's going to get old after a while. It ain't going to last long. Then you're going to have to move on to the next man. If your vagina is an asset, I mean, it's just, I think it's something I think it's just I think it's the lack mentality that a lot of women have. I mean, if all you got is sex, that's kind of sad in my book. You know, I'm just saying. You know, a lot of women might disagree with that, but if it's all about sex, if it's all about what you have between your leg, that shit ain't gonna last that long. If I'm a guy, I'll be like, okay, we had good sex, but it ain't good no more. So I want another bitch now. If that's what it is, yeah, I mean, if you can barely take care of yourself and you're not willing to work on yourself, or if you don't have anything to add to anybody else that comes into your world, you're a fucking parasite. Because you're gonna just try to extract, take. You're a fucking parasite. So you're not really a person like that. They're not really in the position to be dating nobody or to be in a relationship because they don't want to build. Most of these women don't want to build. Most of these guys don't want to build. That's in positions like that. They're not thinking like that. They're thinking about, everything else but building, but working on themselves. So those relationships usually self-destruct anyway. They usually don't last long. It goes down like the movie. Y'all seen the movie Titanic when the cruise ship goes down slowly but surely. If you watch Titanic, that dry ass movie, you know where this shit was going. You're like, oh my god, the water coming in the ships, cruise ship, slowly but surely. People running around, if you know the ship is going down. And that's where a lot of these relationships are today. It's like you just know this shit going. You just know this shit ain't going. It ain't going nowhere. There's no future in this. Every guy, more than likely, if you haven't been in a relationship like that, you will be. With this person, you might like this person. You might probably had plans to be with this person, but in your gut, you just know this shit ain't gonna work out. It just ain't gonna work out, man. You just know this ain't gonna work. It doesn't matter how bad you want it to work, either. You just know that this person, she ain't gonna make it. She ain't gonna make it, man. And then a lot of women try to turn guys into tricks, and a lot of guys fall for it too. A lot of guys fall for it. This is why you have to have standards. That's why you have to have standards, so you won't fall for the okie doke out here. And see, like a lot of times, if you have standards about yourself, a lot of women they're not going to even come near you. They'll be like, "Oh, something different about this guy," and they'll keep it moving. Because they know they're not going to be able to play them little games like they do with those other guys out there that she run into. And you're not going to even have to say anything most of the time. You're going to give it off. You're going to give off the vibe. because you get who you are, not what you want. So if you're a type of guy or type of woman, if you consistently attracting the same type of guy for the past 5, 10 years, you got to check yourself. Something ain't right. Maybe your spirit ain't right. Maybe you're broken inside. Something ain't right. A lot of women be like, I keep meeting these dusty dudes. What's going on? The quality of guys ain't good around here. And then they go on the internet and still get the same type guy. They go from the dusty dudes in person to the dusty dudes online and still get the same type guy. And they still can't figure out why that is. And I'll be wanting to tell them sometimes. I'll be like, because you ain't shit. But I don't say that though, because I'll be out of line if I say that. That's just like if somebody say, hey, I'm bored. Well, if you're looking for some entertainment, you got to go buy a damn ticket from somewhere. Them damn comedians coming into town, or them rappers and singers, they come in town every week. I'm not an entertainer. So if you want some entertainment, you got to buy a ticket from elsewhere. And I'll be like, if your life is bored, you're bored. That's just simple mathematics, man. If hey man, discipline equals freedom. You got to be disciplined out here. If you got the discipline, you won't fall for a lot of the tricks and a lot of the okie dokes out here. A lot of these bait and switch. If you got the discipline, you won't fall for a lot of the BS out here. But if you don't have discipline, oh boy, they're coming for your ass. They're coming for your ass. They can now. A lot of people know how to sniff out people's weaknesses. Because see, today you have people walking around in plain sight that's screwing you over, making your life difficult, and making your job difficult. And they're acting like they don't got nothing to do with it, but they're behind it. But they'll make it seem like, yeah, the manager said the manager passed these new rules down last month, and I'm gonna get back to him and try to understand and get some clarification where he's coming from. And they be lying their ass off. They're behind the new rules. This happens on a lot of jobs. And then when the manager comes around, your supervisor is gets very nervous if you try to have a word with the manager, because they're afraid that you might say something that contradicts what they've been telling you the whole time. And by the time you find out that your supervisor been lying to your ass for months, your supervisor gonna be out the door, damn near on the bricks of getting fired. You're gonna sit down with the manager. You be like, "Hey, what's up with all these new rules that been passed down?" The manager's gonna be like, "What new rules? What are you talking about?" So these are the type of people that you have to deal with today. They're on your job. They're everywhere, man. Some of them might be your quote best friend. Your best friend is screwing your woman. Your best friend is smashing your woman, man. And you probably don't even realize it. The game is cold, man. Hey, man, it's a cold world out here, man. Your best friend is smashing your woman, man. You really feel like family is and can be the most toxic people in your life. I'm currently dealing with an older brother who feels he knows what's best for me, and it's irritating. Separation from family, man. Yeah, family can. Well, shit. Let me tell you something, man. Some of them, I never had a stranger do anything to me. No. Let me tell you, some of the worst things that have happened to me are people that's been the closest to me. I mean, if you see us, if I'm going to Walmart or Target, I'm walking in the store, strangers, they're afraid. They're afraid of me. 9 times out of 10, I'm not afraid of him because I'm not really afraid of a lot of people. I mean, unless you, I don't know, got ties to the mob or some shit like that. Okay, that's a little different. But for the most part, I'm not really afraid of anybody. So a stranger, you don't got to really worry about a stranger. You got to worry about the people that's closest to you. This has been my experience, and this has been a lot of people's experience that I know. Sometimes you got to put space in between your family. You can still talk to them every once in a while, but just don't spend a lot of time around them. That's all. If it's the holidays, hey, go over there and, like y'all do every Thanksgiving, whatever holiday. But don't go over there 5 days a week, 5, 6 days a week. You can go over there. If you used to going to your family's house 5 days a week, go 2 times a week. Spend most of your time with people that support you, or y'all support each other. I got older brothers. I don't know how old your brother is, but I see things different from some of my brothers and sisters. And because they older than me and they grew up in a different time than me. They took a different path to me. So, everything ain't for everybody. You know what I'm saying? Well, you feel trapped by your family, Mikey, because what they saying about you means a lot to you. What they saying about you means a lot to you more than what you're saying to yourself. That's why you feel trapped. See, 20 years ago, I pretty much said, hey man, I gotta live my own life now. My parents, they did the best they could. They gave me enough game. They gave me a good start. So, but hey, it ain't but so much your parents can tell you because they only know what they know, and it is what it is. So sometimes you gotta find what's best for you, and that's gonna require some trial and tribulations. You have to try different things. You have to experience different things. And it's best to do that when you're young. Early 20s, 18, 19, earlier the better. Because you can do different things for 5, 10 years and 10 years later still be young. So if you're 18 and you say, hey, at 18, I just finished high school. Now I'm going to get this job and I'm going to travel for like 5 or 10 years. So 10 years goes by, you still 28. So you're still a young man. And you have experience, you know what you like, dislike, you have a feel for what career path you want to take or how you want to make a living, where you want to live, the dislikes of women, just people in general, you know. But you can't do that, or I should say, it's very difficult to do that if you never leave home. If you just stay around the people that you graduated with in your town. You know, because you're going to be in your comfort zone. You know? So hit the like button. Give me a thumbs up. But you know, you just have to change your mindset, man. And it's not easy. It can be very uncomfortable. And you have to get used to being uncomfortable. You know, it can be very uncomfortable. You can be very nervous at times. You know, it can be that way. This is why you have to get used to being uncomfortable. I've gotten used to being uncomfortable at this point. What if I get too comfortable, I start to be a little worried. You know? I start to be a little worried when things get too comfortable. You know? And I talk about a lot of this stuff in my Patreon. The Lovely Holmes, how you doing? G-Star in the house. You know, you just have to sometimes, man, you just have to just try. If the odds are against you, you just try. I mean, sometimes, man, you don't have nothing to lose. I'm good, Lovely Holmes. Sometimes you don't got nothing to lose. Just try. Do anything. You don't really know what's going to happen until you try most of the time. Really. You know how many people that told me it wasn't going to work? My uncle did it. My sister did it. My mom did it. Man, so many people told me that shit when I was growing up. Nah, not when I was growing up, when I graduated from high school. Let me tell you something. If I were to listen to what people told me, I wouldn't be here talking to y'all right now. This book would have never been written if I were to listen to what somebody else told me. Man, look, when I wrote, not the first book, but when I wrote this book, which was the second book I wrote, somebody close to me was like, how'd you do that? What? How did this happen? I mean, that was her first response. And this is before I launched the book or anything. It wasn't even, no one could buy it. It's just like the, first, like the copy, if I can make any changes, I can make changes and send them a reply back saying, hey, it's good or whatever. So I told her, hey, look at it. What do you think about it? Her first response was like, how'd you do this? This can't be happening. So if I would have listened to that, I would never be here. Because this same person was saying that I don't like you doing videos. I don't think you should be talking like that. and no reasoning behind it. So look, sometimes you got to do what you got to do that works for you. You know, people, you have to remember, most people that you hang around, they like you being a certain type of way. But if you're not happy with you, the hell with that. Hell with that. Nobody can beat you at being yourself. You know, just keep that in mind. So there's a lot of people out here that you're around, sister, brother, wife, husband. They're telling you, do this, do that, it ain't gonna work, this and that. But at the same time, they're not willing to support you. So I'm like, yo, how come you got so much opinions? You're so judgmental, but you're not willing to support me in anything. So I said, you sound like a hater right now, yo. You telling me what I shouldn't be doing or what you don't like me to do, but you're not willing to help me do anything. So I'm like, the hell with you? So there's millions of people out here dealing with the same shit. And you know why that is? Because most people are negative. That's why. Most people, they have such big egos, they want to see you down here and they want to be up there because that makes them feel good. And then they feel like if you go up there too high, they're going to leave your ass. And you should leave their ass. They deserve to be left behind. The hate is real out here, man. The hate is real. I ran into it. I run into it every once in a while. It usually happens when I'm on a vacation today. When you're on a vacation today, when you go to them big resorts, especially the ones in Florida. Anybody that's been to these big resorts in Florida or overseas, y'all know what I'm talking about. If you don't know what I'm talking about, keep living. When you go through the airport, every once in a while, somebody's going to do something that's just totally unnecessary. I'm like, what? Like, what the hell was that about? What was that about? The hate is real out here, man. You know, it's real. I just called it off with my girl. She says she cares for me and value me, but her actions made it seem as if I'm low value and not priority. I told her I need a woman that treats me like a king. Well, if her words don't match up with her behavior, you gotta let her go. Shit, that ain't gonna work. But I tell you what, Mikey, once you go to that job, she work her little ass off once you go to that job. When she come home around you, she's slacking. And we see a lot of us, we have bad habits like that. We'll work our ass off for these corporations. But when it comes to being around the family and being family oriented, it's like, I'm tired. I got a headache. You had a headache when you was at that job. Get out of here. I'm tired. Get out of here. You know, so a lot of people have bad habits. That's just a lack of respect. That's all it is. Kind of wish my dad spoke like this, but he don't. He kind of selfish. Well, he a Leo. She tried to make it seem as if I'm assuming too much and I'm wrong, but she is too churchy for me. Oh, she's in the church? Oh boy. Oh man. She's a Christian? She's a born again Christian? She blames God for everything. Oh man. Yeah. She'll just pray. Let us pray. Why some people stop being consistent when they get in a relationship? Because they were acting in the beginning. Guys are actors and women are talkers. So the guy in the beginning, this is what happened most of the time. If the woman likes a certain behavior, the guy he'll act out those behaviors for a certain amount of time. Because if most women say, "Oh, he's a good guy," so I say, "Why is he a good guy?" Because he does this and does that. Everything is based on behavior. That's all it is. So if you behave in a way a woman wants you to be, you're great. But when you stop doing it, you're no good no more. You're not a man no more. So, and it's like, women, they like to talk. They like to talk, but the talking, it ain't really backed by nothing. The talking, if you, women will talk all day long. But if you look around, I'm like, yo, you doing a lot of talking, but I don't see anything that you talking about. There's no validation of anything. How do you justify, if you're such a good person and you say people care about you, but when it's time for you to move, nobody show up? If you're such a good person, your phone ain't ringing. So you're not that good. You're just talking. And women do this all the time. They just talk. I'm a good woman. I'm like, okay, how do you know you're a good woman? You might not be that good. Because at the end of the day, it's about showing and proving. I mean, that's like saying you're a good writer, but on Amazon, people are leaving negative reviews on your ass. You don't got no positive reviews on Amazon, but you say you're a good writer. It doesn't work like that. You have to show and prove at the end of the day. It's all about results at the end of the day. I mean, if you say you're a good pastor, let's say you're a good pastor, you're a good preacher, and nobody shows up on Sunday for church, you might not be that good. Something ain't connecting here. Come on. Women do this all the time. They'll say, "Hey, I know I'm a nice person." How do you know you're a nice person? How do you know you're a good wife? Did anybody tell you was a good wife? No. Well, how do you know? You might not be a good wife. And they'll go and say, "Oh, I'm good in the sack." Well, how do you know you're good in the sack? Somebody told you? No. How do you know? You might not be good in the sack. You might be horrible. I can go on and on. I think y'all know where I'm going with this. So this is what happens most of the time. In the beginning, when you first meet somebody, it usually play out like that because people don't feel like they can be honest with each other. I mentioned doing YouTube to my ex that she made it seem like it's not a career. YouTube is a big business. Oh, well, when it comes to technology, stuff on the internet, most people, they ain't gonna get it, Mikey. So don't waste your time. Unless you're talking to somebody in your family that's in the technology, talking to them about technology, talking to somebody that's not into technology is kind of like speaking another language. They ain't gonna get it. They just ain't gonna. This is not. You're wasting your time. You're just wasting your time. I've tried this years ago, but after a while, I just kept my mouth closed and just kept on doing what I was doing, and I started going to conferences and workshops all around the country. So your family ain't, most of them ain't gonna get it. It's just not, especially if they're older, 40s, 50s, 60s. Now they might know how to get on the cell phone and send texts and bullshit and check email. Who cares about that? But outside of that, if you start telling them about how you use Facebook and YouTube to promote your products and services, they'd be like, "What the hell are you talking about? How do you sell an online course?" Or I'd be like, "What? What are you? I don't know what you talking about, boy." You know, when I get some good bread, I gotta show love to you. I hold you in the same boat as Eric Thomas. E.T. E.T. Now I ain't up there with Eric. I ain't up there with Eric Thomas. No, I appreciate the love, but I ain't up there like that now. And Les Brown. Oh, god damn, man. No, Les Brown's a legend, man. Your motivation and real appreciate everything you say and do. Yeah, I feel you, Mikey, but Les Brown's a legend, man. God damn, man. But I feel you. Les Brown he's a legend, man. I met Les Brown. He's from he's from Miami. I met him here where I live at though, a couple years ago. How old is this lovely Holmes? I don't know. I don't know how old the loving Holmes is. Why I can just be real with you. What you want before getting into a relationship with someone. Oh, you're 24. I'll be 25 this month. Oh, okay. So you're still a young woman. Well, most people, they don't have the confidence. They don't think that they're enough. When they look in the mirror, they don't feel they don't like the person they see when they look in the mirror. That's basically what it boils down to. They don't feel like they're enough. So a lot of guys will say, okay, she likes this. See, a lot of the women do the talking. See, this is why a lot of women shouldn't talk so goddamn much. Women talk too goddamn much. So guys gonna sit there, listen to everything you say. Okay, oh, she likes this. She likes that. And he's gonna start performing, like being on stage. And you're gonna be, and the women usually get all emotional. Oh yeah, he likes me. He's great. And she's gonna get all wet in the pants, and he's gonna be all up in there. And this gonna go on for weeks. And then all of a sudden, he's gonna fall off slowly but surely. And then it's gonna be like, hey, what's going on? You ain't got time for me no more? Blah, 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 this and that, or whatever. It's that type of deal. That's happening right now to somebody. Apple Mac in the house. I thought you going to the job, Apple Mac. Oh, Mikey, you trying to shoot your shot? You got a few hours to kill? Okay, I got you. Mikey, you trying to shoot your shot? Hey, hit the like button. Give me a thumbs up. Oh, man. What's your view, man, marriage and relationship? Uh, marriage and relationship. I mean, I think when it comes to marriage, what's the purpose of you getting married? What's the purpose of you getting married? That's the first thing every couple has to ask. What's the plan? And you have to keep in mind, marriage was never for the working class. So there's a lot of things that's against the working class couple. It's not set up for you to win. Keep that in mind. See, a lot of people assume that everything is set up for them to win. That's not so. That's the thing that a lot of people on these talk shows and a lot of people online don't tell you. It's the relationships is not set up to win. It's not set up for you to win. Marriage is not set up for you to win. It's set up for you to fail. Everything is set up for you to fail. Why do you think you have so many people going to law school? Because they want to take your money. That's why. You got people going to law school, record-breaking numbers. The classes is full. You go to Chapel Hill in North Carolina, Duke is full. They're trying to take your money because they know most people, working class people mainly, are going to fail in marriage because it never was for you in the first place. And if you don't believe me, do your own history on marriage. See how marriage came about. See how child support came about. None of that shit. Marriage wasn't for working class and child support wasn't for working class. Until these private institutions took it over and they wanted to make some damn money. So they say, hey, we're going to prey on these working class people because they're dumb and stupid anyway. And that's how it took off. That's how it became to be the way it is today. So, you just got to why, I always ask, why you want to get married? You want to get married for love and affection? That ain't good enough. You want to get married for family? Okay, that's a good start. But most people ain't getting married for family today. They get married they want somebody to save them. It seems like, or get married for show. Lawyers and stockbrokers guaranteed to win. You got that right. You ain't never lied about that, Apple Mac. You can't lose if you're on the stock market or if you're an attorney. Savannah, Georgia, the white women out there, prime. Yeah, I've been in Savannah, Georgia, but I don't go no place for no white woman. I don't go no place for no woman. I'm past that shit, bro. If I go places, I go there because I want to go there. I don't go there for a woman, especially a white woman. Do you heard about KG divorce and also what happened to Blake Griffin? Nah, I don't know that. I don't follow these athletes and entertainers when it comes to their relationships. Motherfucker pocket. He about to really preach now. I don't plan on getting married ever. I'm okay with not getting a ring. Piece of paper don't mean nothing to me. Well, you're kind of young, Loving Holmes. I think you might change your mind once you get older and you meet the right person. That's what it's really all about. Meeting the right person for you. And it has to be the right situation for you. That's all it is. I was just like that. I was like, I'll never do this. I'll never do that. But once you get around the right people you'd be like, oh, okay, I can see how this could go. It's all about, you're only as strong as the people that you have around you. That's what it's really all about. It's all about the people. It's all about the people. It's all about the family. If you don't make it about the people, if you don't make it about the family, it's gonna fall apart. Slowly but surely. Like the Titanic. But I love her. Yeah, they always say that. I love her, but she don't love you. I doubt it. Because if she loved you, she wouldn't have left. She wouldn't have put it for divorce so easily. Most working class people are evil. Working class people are not these good, noble people. I think working class people deserve their plight. Yeah, I agree. Yeah, that's what you say now. No way. There's a lot of people that have said that, and they're married right now, and they're happy. So never say never. Never say never to everything. You know. And where do you live at? Loving Homes. I'm scared of marriage. Anyway, you scared of marriage? God damn, you shouldn't be afraid of marriage. It's only a piece of paper. It's only a union. And you don't have to get married to the state. You can get married in a religious institution. You don't got to get married to the state. Keep that in mind. You might find one of these Muslim dudes out here and get married. The guy that's a Muslim. You just never know. I gotta go find a chick in the deep woods in a cave who don't know nothing about money. Well, you need some money out here, Apple Mac. You gotta have some money, unless you're gonna be in the mountains somewhere or in the boondocks. I gotta go find a chick. Marriage is a business. Relationships is a business too. Once you look at it like that, you won't be confused anymore. There'll be less confusion. Relationships is business. Marriage is big business. And if you don't believe it, go down to your nearest courtroom 5 days a week. You're going to see them attorneys and judges cashing in, boy. And there ain't no feelings in that courtroom either. Ain't nobody crying. I love him. They'd be like, what? You're out of order. Get out of my courtroom. Pay this on your way out. Bam. Once them attorneys get involved, forget about it. Oh, you're in Dallas. Oh, I heard Dallas. I heard they got it going on in Dallas, man. I gotta come down there one weekend, man. I heard Dallas got it going on, man. Shit. When you get married, you're stuck for life. Stuck for life. Nah, that's not true. It just depends on the guy. It just depends on the guys. The guy you get with. I mean, the guys today, a lot of guys today are soft and weak. I'm telling you, man. Shit. I got money, but I want a cave chick who never heard of money. Shit. Happy Station in the house. Big ass Latina, mamacita. Black girls, big ass black girls, she-males. What's the point of that, Happy Station? I told you Dallas was popping. Yeah, I remember you saying Dallas was popping. Dating life is hard down here. Why is dating hard in Dallas? For you, Loving Homes. Dallas is better. Hold up. Dallas is better than LA now. Well, LA, man, that shit is about entertainment. So Dallas can't be all about entertainment. Wasn't built like that. LA, they got Hollywood out there and all that other bullshit. So that has a lot to do with it. Just plant a half kilo in her trunk and call the cops on her ass to get rid of her. Oh shit. You crazy, man. Have you ever been to Florence, South Carolina? The blacks are doing pretty good out there. Yeah, I lived in Florence for about 2 years. My sister lived out there. Yeah, Florence is it's a cool town. You know, you got people out in Florence. Florence is a pretty cool town. You know, yeah, a lot of black people doing well in Florence. That's true. How'd you hear about that? A lot of black people are doing pretty well in Florence. That's true. Atlanta has so many women, but you got to be careful. It's hard dating as a young adult. Yeah, uh, there's a lot of bi-curious, bisexual, lesbian, and stud women here in Atlanta. So you don't know what you're gonna be meeting. You don't know till you get to know them. You know, yeah, I'm not down with all that shit. I don't want no bi-curious or lesbian, or I'm not down with none of that shit. I don't want no woman. I don't want to get close to a woman that's like that at all. Period. I don't get turned on by a woman kissing another woman. I'm sorry. When people say a lot of black people want, what do they mean? Like, what people say, when people say a lot of black people, what do they mean exactly? You have to ask the person that's doing the talking, Happy Station. When I say it, I'm talking, I'm going to say, I know a lot of people in Florence. I'm going to say most most black people I know are doing pretty well. That's thousands of people, though. Thousands of people. So I'm talking like, and this is somebody I lived there before for years, and I still go back there and visit. So it really depends on the person that's doing the talking. It's like I'm not like I'm not a news reporter. I'm like I go to these towns. That's the difference. You already dated many have lesbos. No, I ain't dating no lesbos. I ain't ever dated no lesbos. Nope. Probably one. Probably one of them. And that wasn't really dating. We were just smashing, do our thing, and see you later. Shit, that's it. I hate white women. They are worrisome. They worrisome? Why do you say that? Yo, wait a minute. You're overseas. It can't be that bad if you're living overseas, Happy Station, right? Ain't you overseas? People in my age group really not looking for nothing real. So what's the point of dating? Yeah, I feel you, Loving Holmes. I don't date. I really don't date. I ain't got time. I'm too busy. I see you when I see you. I don't really go date. Date for what? I'm too damn busy. I got shit to do. I see you when I see you. I call you when I call you. If I call you, come on out. I'm not planning my whole day to meet up with you. Oh, hell no. I ain't got time for all that shit. Not at this point. But sometimes fucked up all the time. Well, if you keep having bad experience with white women, maybe you should avoid them. I agree. Maybe they're not for you. Oh, you live in America now. Oh, okay. White women are conniving. Yeah, they've been like that for a long time. Shit. Tell me something else new. They've been like that for a long time. It's almost in their DNA to be vindictive. Of course. They raised like that. I'm glad you learned that on your own, Happy Station. You learn something that most guys will never learn in a lifetime. This is coming from someone who is not sexually attracted to white women. Hey man, there's a lot of attractive white women out here, but it is what it is. I do avoid them, but they never try to avoid me. They go out of their way to sabotage me and backstab me just because they feel like it. Well, how do you be around so many white women? I'm just curious. How do they have the opportunity to sabotage you and backstab you? I'm just asking. You work with them or what? You got a corporate job or what? I'm just curious. This is bad news for Black America. If most of our people do not learn this. I don't think most Black people are going to learn that, Happy Station. It doesn't seem like it. But you got to think about it. Most Black people are not around a lot of whites all the time. They only work around whites. But outside of working, most Black people are not around whites. So this is why I asked you, how do white women have a chance to sabotage and backstab you so much? I'm sexually attracted to all races of women. Really? You sexually attracted to all races of women? Zob? Damn, bro. You're a special guy. If you're a guy, you're a special guy. I've never heard anybody say that before. Say you sexually attracted to all women. God damn. You're a special guy. I never met anyone ever like that. I think you're being dishonest. Shit. How the fuck you messing with white women if you don't like them? I work for myself. Oh, okay. What do you do? Happy Station. I'm not around them all the time, but whenever I'm working with them, that happens. Women who are sexually attracted to all races of women usually ain't shit. You could be right about that, Happy Station. Urban Home, check your Google Hangout messages. Okay. But Mikey's shooting his shot. Men who are sexually attracted, there should be a limit in there. I think most men are sexually attracted to all races of women. No, that's not true, Apple Mac. I think men are attracted to what they see on television, what they see when they're out and about. Whatever thoughts, images dominate their minds, that's what they're attracted to. It's like I did a video about this years ago, talking about why most guys are attracted to white women. They're everywhere. If I turn on my television, I go down to the store, I go to the post office, I go to work, I go to school. White women are everywhere. So why wouldn't I be attracted to white women? At some point, it's going to happen. Even if I try to fight it. They're everywhere. So that's why I say I think most guys are attracted to what they see. It might not be every white woman, but it's going to be a certain type of white woman. It's just human nature. Shit, we can't help it. Shit. Now, that don't mean you have to sleep with a white woman, though. That's a different story right there. But it's okay to say, hey, I'm attracted to this white woman on this magazine. That's okay. That's fine. You know? I'm not attracted to beautiful women of any race. I do freelance coding and copywriting. You're a freelancer, coding and copywriting. Oh, that's why you're around white women. Now I understand now. So a lot of white women they got a lot of those freelancer jobs as well. So I get it. I've done a lot of that over the years, Happy Station. So I feel you now. But how do they sabotage you though? I mean, what can they say to? I don't know. They stop you from getting the contract or the job or what? Or the project? That's because the woman is pretty. That doesn't mean you're obligated to be attracted to her. Yeah, that's true. Just because she's pretty, that don't mean you have to do anything with her. That's absolutely true. No one is more desperate for attention than the white woman. Yeah, damn near every white woman think every brother want to get with them. Every white woman I've met, they think every black male want to get with them for whatever reason. I don't know, but it's the opposite though. Most white women want to get with the brothers. They thought about it. They might not admit to it, but they thought about it. I've seen hot black, white, Asian, and Hispanic women in every continent. Me too. They are super insecure and they have every fucking thing. I know white women are insecure. A lot of them are like that. Japanese women are the best. My wife and girlfriend are Japanese. What? They're the best when it comes to what? Japanese women are the best when it comes to what? I don't think any woman's the best. I don't think any group of women is the best today. Not today. God, no. God. Shit. White women are oversized parasites in human. Well, they're raised to be parasites. So, it is what it is. Yeah, I would never sleep with Kim Kardashian. I ain't stupid. Nah, I would never fuck with Kim Kardashian either. I don't want that bad energy on me. I'm sorry. I'll pass. I'm good. I have a hard time dating because every guy I run into wants to marry me and knock me up. Well, that's a good thing, Loving Holmes. They want to get you pregnant and marry you. Hey, that's a good thing. Shit, a lot of women can't say that. A lot of women ain't never been proposed to. So hey, it's something about you that's nurturing. Something you have good energy, Loving Holmes. Some women ain't never been proposed to in their entire life. They've been living 40, 50 years, 60 years. And man ain't never asked them for their hand in marriage. I said, damn, you're horrible. If that's the case, you're horrible. Big Rob in the house. My man. We go back like 4 tires flat on the Cadillac. There are no best women. Nah, it ain't no best one. No, it ain't no best woman. I agree. You're not in line. You not lying. Technically, all women are ugly. Technically, all women are ugly. Okay, That's why they say beauty is in the eyes of the beholder. Obedience, best when it comes to that, I think. But you're right. Women have flaws. Yeah. Yeah, no one's gonna be what they are supposed to be in this society and in this world that we live in. It's just no one. You meet somebody, they're not going to be who they could have become, being in the society that they came from and how they were raised. So everyone has flaws. No, it's not. Yeah, that's a good thing, Loving Holmes. Yeah. I'm telling you, from a man's perspective, that's a good thing. If guys want to be in a relationship with you, if they want to get married to you, that's a good thing. You talk to some of these women out here, they ain't never been proposed to. They 35 years old, can't figure it out. uh, what you mean by the title? I don't know what I mean by the title. Hey, Sharp, remember that hot Aztec girl in the movie Apocalypse? So that's what I'm talking about. Nah, I don't think I've seen that. I don't think I've seen that, bro. For any woman to be beautiful, we have to live in a world where racial justice exists. Uh, yeah, I feel you on that, Happy Station. Yeah, that's just like I just said. In the world that we live in, nobody's going to be who they could have become. So yeah, I feel you on that. Check your IG, Loving Homes. Check your IG, Instagram. That is some deep shit you said, so. Well, yeah, it's true. Why get married or be in a relationship if you're going to cheat? Um, that's a good question. I think a lot of people don't have intentions of cheating, but you have to ask yourself a question. What are you willing to tolerate in your relationship, in your marriage? What are you willing to tolerate? What's the breaking point in a marriage? This is why I say why get married? What's the plan? That has a lot to do with it. If you're gonna get married and as soon as somebody sleeps with somebody else or cheats, if if you want to bail out the first time that happens, I mean, why get married? I don't think you should end the marriage just because somebody cheats. I just don't. I just don't. I disagree with that. You know. All right, take it easy, Loving Homes. I never thought about it that way before. In this world we live, and no one will ever be what they could have become. Yeah, that's the truth. And no one will ever be what they could have become in this world. Can't. The environment is too toxic. Delia Hernandez, when you get a chance. Who's that? That's a model? Her name sounds familiar. Breaking point in marriage is the first time she says the word no. They call it social friction. Well, yeah, I can see where they're coming from with that because the relationship should be effortless, organic. You shouldn't have to force anything. You know, it shouldn't be complicated. It shouldn't be like you have to pull teeth. You shouldn't be uncomfortable. You should be. It should be like you're adding in. You're like you should feel like the other person is feeding you, and vice versa. It should be that way most of the time. It shouldn't feel like y'all battling each other under the same roof. It shouldn't be like that. It shouldn't feel like competition. It shouldn't be like that. You know, shouldn't feel like y'all at war with each other. Like it's a race. It's crazy. But that's what happens in relationships with a lot of people when they're moving with each other. You become competition. I'm like, what the hell going on? And people are brainwashed. People are on autopilot like this, thinking like this. It's crazy, but especially these women from these other countries. When they come over here, shit, their brainwash is 10x. 10x, boy. You can't even crack them. You can't persuade them. You can't negotiate with them. You can't talk them into anything. Shit. That a guy said to me the other day. He said, how do I persuade the Japanese girl? How do I seduce her and charm her? I said, what? Man, that shit ain't gonna work in Japan. Fuck no. That shit ain't gonna work. I don't care how much charm and charisma you have. That shit ain't gonna work over there in Japan. Forget about it. It's a whole different set of protocols over there. Shit. Oh, they're like fucking robots, yo. That shit ain't gonna work. Shit. I mean, you gotta think about it. Even if you say something that's slick, or you say something that she never heard before, she might be impressed, but shit, that don't mean you're fighting against hundreds of years of thinking and belief, bro. They are different. That's what I was trying to tell this guy. That programming is strong, boy. Shit. Cause over there, they don't have to think about anything. Everything's been laid out. I mean, if a woman from over there comes over here and she start like having independent thinking, boy, she's gonna be all over the place. She's gonna be a maniac. And that's what usually happens to a lot of them when they get here. They get used and abused. But if you try to tell them, hey, you don't got to do all that. Why don't you do this? Why don't you hang out with me sometime? They're not gonna do it. They're not gonna do it. Only way they'll hang out with you is if they see some type of way where they can take advantage of your ass. Yeah, you know. And when they come over here, they're trying to hang out with the white folks. That's it. End of story. They're not trying to be no trendsetters or trying to reinvent the wheel. They ain't trying to do nothing new. They just want to, kind of like fit in when they get over here. That's the truth. A lot of people might not like that, but hey, I know these people personally. I'm not giving you no theory. I know Japanese people personally. Yep. So hey man, give me a thumbs up. Thumbs up, man. And check out my Patreon too. I'm starting to put more and more videos over there. Check out my Patreon. And oh yeah, if y'all been following me lately, I'm giving out free copies of this book. Free copies. If you become a member of badboysecretsclub.com. Free copies when you become a member of badboysecretsclub.com. Yes, sir. Oh, what you think about it, Apple Mac? You read it? Yeah, I remember you told me you got it. It's Lear. I haven't. Oh, okay. You haven't read it yet. Gotcha. So yeah, guys. Hey, it's been real, man. Give me a thumbs up. Like this video. Share this video. Subscribe to my channel. Any comments, concerns? Leave it below this video. Till next time, I'm out. Peace.